back, everybody. WAJR's Ask the Experts continues, and our topic is athletic trainers specifically. It is National Athletic Trainers Month, and this Ask the Experts is being brought to us by HealthWorks Rehab and Fitness in studio with a couple of distinctive graduates from WVU. These guys are physical therapists. They're also certified athletic trainers. Tim Turner and Trevor Jones are with us. First segment, we kind of defined what the position is. Now, where and when do you see these folks? And HealthWorks for many years has supplied local area high schools and even into the middle schools certified athletic trainers, and that's so important as we try to be as safe as possible. Guys, can you kind of define what that program is and who are these folks that are out there?
Yeah, so tonight we've been very fortunate that both Mon County and Marion County school boards and athletic programs have supported the athletic training profession, and they understand the value of the athletic trainer. So we currently hired 9 athletic trainers. We cover the high schools in Mon County and then high schools and middle schools in Marion County. In the past, we've also assisted with WVU club sports and intramurals as well. So we have athletic trainers all over the place in addition to covering some of the outreach that I'd mentioned previously.
Why is it important, Tim, to have them there?
Well, just like we stated before, athletic trainers are educated and responsible for injury management. And so when an athlete goes down on the field or on the court, the first person, the first responder on scene is the athletic trainer, and they're responsible for treating and managing that injury appropriately. That can vary from mild sprains and strains to catastrophic injuries that require further referral as necessary.
Yeah. You mentioned that aspect of it. And yes, most of the stuff, guys, as you know, is it's a bang, it's a sprain, it's that type of stuff. But I think we've all been around long enough to see that at times there can be a catastrophic situation that happens on a field, and that jog that goes out there from the athletic trainer out onto that field, they truly do have someone's life in their hand. And I think back to a football situation during the course of a game at Mountaineer Field, and I don't know if many people even realized what was going on. And you guys, I'll give you the overall, and you guys will know exactly what I'm talking about. But in football, if a collarbone gets broken, it can impact respiration very quickly. And if you don't get in there instantly, right, and get that separated and apart, someone could, go and have a catastrophic type of an injury. And that, to me, when that happened that day, I said to myself, you don't even put that into perspective. You think, you guys, it's an ankle sprain, it's a dislocated finger, it could be something, but you literally could save a life when you go out there.
Yeah, there are a number of different scenarios that athletic trainers are trained to help prevent those types of catastrophic injuries from becoming even worse. So we work every year with EMS on practicing spine boarding and other potential very serious injuries, and we work with numerous physicians practicing and preparing just for those types of things.
What is the chain of command, so to speak? So when an athletic trainer comes upon a situation, and this all kind of ties into the HealthWorks aspect of it, because oftentimes if there is an injury, ultimately they will end up in clinic getting some form of rehab. How does that chain normally work from the point of injury?
Yeah, so once the injury is evaluated, once the athlete's evaluated and it's determined that they can either go back to play or not go back to play, if they need further therapy, they speak with parents, coaches, and the parents can take them wherever they want. So they're not guided to go to WVU or Mon General. They can go wherever they'd like to go, and then they get the referral from the physician for physical therapy, and then we assist them in any way that we can to get them in as quickly as possible.
What's the biggest misnomer about athletic trainers?
I think it's just based on the education. A lot of people confuse athletic training with personal training or with physical therapists even. And there are components to all of those professions that kind of mold into an athletic trainer. There's a rehab component to athletic training. There's an injury examination and evaluation. There's communication with doctors and family members in order to provide best quality of care. But I think that's the biggest thing is there's a lot of overlap in their responsibilities with other health professions.
Yeah, and we talked about the credentials that you need to have to be in this business. And yes, you can be a certified athletic trainer, but in your particular case, you guys are both physical therapists, and that adds a whole nother piece to it, doesn't it?
Yeah, a lot of people that go into other healthcare fields, physicians, PAs, physical therapists, they have an athletic training background. So I always advocate for athletic training as a major, just because it opens so many doors to go into different healthcare fields that it's pretty unbelievable.
Yeah, it really is. A lot of doctors, and that's how they got their start, right, in the athletic training program. We do invite you to stay tuned. You're listening to Trevor Jones and Tim Turner of HealthWorks Rehab and Fitness. This is National Athletic Trainers Month, and we'll talk more about that when we return. Do stay with us. More coming up here on WAJR's Ask the Experts.